4,000. $4,000. 4,000 this year. Man, I need to take a shot of whiskey.
It's week 1 of the National Football League.
Yep.
And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC North rivals.
That's what I'm about to do right now.
Steelers, and it's kicking off next on
4,000.
Madden NFL 24.
Half bomb.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth.
I can't have that.
And the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my
Can I have that?
as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they will be led out by a man in his
Against the Bengals.
as the quarterback.
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the best on their side of the ball.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Operating from the gun, Gibson flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Get all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46, escaping the pressure right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Almost.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
There we go.
Season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
So Pittsburgh retakes the
So you
field for their
decide
second
tie it up.
possession. And Charles, nothing
All right.
squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival.
Oh yeah.
Matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
Fuck.
I like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On first down. Gibson forced out to his left. Pushing through tackle. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown. A great play there. Second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Steelers have taken the lead. He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did.
Oh, shit.
Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision
I need,
think it's going to
no.
happen and almost will themselves
Fuck.
into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
He's led his guys to 2 touchdowns on 2 drives so far, and he's finished both of those off with touchdown runs of his own as they start drive number 3 with a first down here. He'll buy some time right. Here's one deep for Pickens, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Looking to throw. Gibson eluding the pressure right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Back to throw. Gibson flush to his right. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he takes this one down almost all the way.
I'm that good.
Gets him a first down.
It's really something special when we see a quarterback top 100 yards in one half of football. And if he keeps up this pace in the second half, the NFL record for single-game rushing by a QB is certainly in sight.
Touchdown!
Oh.
32 yards. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Good throw there. And I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it.
And Sean Bluefoot, if you're watching this, I am so sorry. Alright.
Throwing to start the drive. Gibson flushed out right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there.
I'm so sorry, Sean.
That's multiple times now he's tagged
Not really.
gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness.
All right.
And the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
On 1st and 10, Gibson escaping the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He
Good.
pulled out the defense with that incompletion.
Hold on.
Ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I need to
So
upgrade something.
So that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case.
Shut up.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot. Maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
Means I got to work on that.
Good pickup of 28 yards.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Fuck. See?
First down, but this one winds up to be
I got a fucking something on that.
Contain and get outside. My first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Ah, come on.
shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime.
Hi, baby.
They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds Pickens over the middle.
Come on.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to...
Fuck you.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And both of these defenses have
I'm
been
trying my
stifling
best.
these last few drives offensively.
All
Just not
pro
able to get
right
anything
here.
Going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because...
Fuck you.
...assigned to how did each play work? Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now he's loose again. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Looking to throw. Gibson eluding the pressure right. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at
Damn
the
it.
1-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Back to throw. Gibson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
He's had quite the game running the football. Last time he finished in the end zone with his legs for the 3rd time in this one. We'll see what they can do here as they start this drive 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Gibson flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Gibson flushed out right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. it's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
A lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Escaping the pressure right. He gets it left side to Johnson. Oh, he sheds himself free. Still going. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 58 yards. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature.
Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a three-possession game and all but put things to bed. Throwing to start the drive. Gibson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Russell Gage. His second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have...
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all three timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right.
Fuck.
Taken down by the Bengal pressure. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Flushed out right. Completes this one to Pickens. There he goes, right side. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Able to shake him off. Escaping the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more.
And now out come the Steelers. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
On on first down. Gibson, flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Flushed out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Able to slither by. Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And into the end zone. Touchdown. Najee Harris from the section.
Hell yeah, Harris.
Tack on another scores. They have dominated this.
Sorry, I'm getting a little tipsy.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
Finally, Gibby Gibson
That'll be a happy
is not Kenny Pickett. Oh my God. Fuck you. Oh my God.